Hello from Arlington, Texas. We're live inside Globe Life Field. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Texas Rangers. All right, Singy, let's get right into it. He threw an absolute gem last time out.
Seriously, Boog. I mean, this guy was nearly untouchable. Opposing hitters baffled all day long. Impressive stuff, and we'll see if his teammate can match it today.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And on the mound now, Kyle Bradish. What do you look for here?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand. And because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Bo Jackson.
Number 16.
And that misses. And we are underway.
First pitch, 6:05.
Inside, ball 2.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
And now 2-1.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Out there to center. Wilson on the move. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one down. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. It features a great veteran presence, Jose Altuve.
Now, this is a player that's, hit over 300 for his career in terms of batting average. And being able to do that, that is extremely good bat to ball skills that he's had for a long time. He's just got a real consistent approach, uses all fields, and he's got a game plan when he comes to the plate. So let's just keep our eyes on him. I think it's pretty hard to take your eyes off of him.
That one lifted to left. Lyle hauls it in for the out.
Batting third, the left-hander, number 24.
2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Ricky Henderson. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. That one misses, and that is ball 1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Base knock right field. Around first and hustling for second, and that's a 2-bagger.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So digging in, Willie Stargell. Ball 1 there.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Man at second.
That's ball 2.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
And a pitch. That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
On the ground, right side, Weeks sends it to first, and that is that. The Rays strand just the one, and now the Rangers will get their shot in a scoreless ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Gaylord Perry. Singy, he is one of the best to ever do it.
True legend in this game with over 300 career wins. Always a joy to watch him go to work. It's effortless out there. Doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. Doesn't know when he's high or when he's low.
Bottom of the first. And here is Michael Young. And that's in for a strike. Perry, a 6'4" righty, 33 years old, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Strike two.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
That one just misses.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And now it's going to be Ricky Weeks. The other way, hauls it in, 2 away. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. The one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And into second easily with a 2-out double. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And Judge spoils that one.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
Judge waits. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And we're back. Here's a big power threat. Ken Griffey Jr. Griffey was an instant sensation when he burst onto the major league scene back in 1989. A sweet swinging 19-year-old kid, and he got to play alongside his dad. He was a special player. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
And in his rookie year, it was already clear that Ken Griffey Jr. was a generational talent, a bona fide 5-tool player. and every one of those 5 tools was elite.
And another ball.
That term 5-tool guy gets thrown around lightly sometimes, but with Junior, it applies 100%. There's nothing this guy couldn't do on the diamond.
Next one misses, and now 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one hit the knees for a strike.
I can't lose 4.
Ah, that hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. And stepping in for the Rays, Mike Schmidt. Big time power. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Everything came together for him. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Feeds to second, out there. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 36, Gaylord.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And now the pitcher, Gaylord Perry. Right through there for a strike. Bounce to the left side. Young zips it across. That's out number 3. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here's the veteran first baseman, Jim Thome. Perry back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Perry, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
That one blasted deep to right. And it's gone. He made him pay for that one. It's 1-0.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Next up for Texas, Moses Lewis. This one in the air right field on the move towards foul ground. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Preston Wilson, the next to hit, takes outside. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the second game of the series. Hard on the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Benji Molina.
Here's the catcher, Benji Molina. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. That's in there, and that is strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. And now 1 and 2. And that's downstairs and outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Bo Jackson. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal your bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? This to center field. It gets down, a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Fly to left his first time. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
0-1 down. Hammered, and now maybe extra bases. Headed for the plate. The relay, safe at the plate. We're tied at 1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Ricky Henderson, the next to hit, doubled his first time up. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
And if there's one man you want to keep off the base paths, it's this guy right here, Ricky Henderson, the undisputed stolen base king.
On the ground to third, Molitor. In plenty of time to first, and one away in the top of the third.
Deceptive slider right there, stayed in the tunnel a long time, got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Willie Stargell grounded out his first time up. That misses. Ball one. And Singy, Ricky's 1,406 career steals is a record that may stand forever. The active leader in career steals isn't even a quarter of the way to that number. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
And with the extreme crouch of that batting stance, Ricky made pitchers work. His strike zone was as small as it gets. He's looking to get on base any way he can because he knows a single is a triple.
One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Now here is Ken Griffey Jr. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Slings to second. Throw is wide. He's off the bag. Run scores, and this inning continues.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Here's some real power at the plate. Mike Schmidt, 1 for 1 with a single so far. Over to first, and he's saved. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. Junior off of first with 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Two outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball. They get the force. Third out. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Rays 2 and the Rangers 1. Back at Globe Life Field as we go to the last of the 3rd. Leading off, Kyle Bradish. That one fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Just off the outside part of the plate.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back to the top of the lineup, Michael Young. Now at the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. 1 out, bases empty. Right through there for a strike.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one the other way. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ricky Weeks.
Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Ricky Weeks. He's 0 for 1. Just missed.
Down.
Swing and a miss.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a foul straight back. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. So they go quietly there. 3 innings complete. It's the Rays 2 and the Rangers 1. Back in Arlington, and now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Perez, in his 14th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. And that one fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. He was walked intentionally his first time. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. Up the middle. Young with the throw to first. Lindor retire.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
2 down, base is empty. Gaylord Perry will hit next. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, still 0-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Rays 2 and the Rangers 1. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Paul Molitor. Chopped out towards short. Lindor whips it across. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
It's Aaron Judge now. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one's in there, 0-1.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Check swing, went around. And the count is 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
left center for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Jim Thome. And a curve misses outside. Next offering is in for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike. Man at first, 1 away. Got him looking. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
So up next, Moses Lewis. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Judge off of first with 2 away. Next offering upstairs.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Right through there for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. So digging in, Preston Wilson. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Ball 1, no strikes. Two on, 2 outs. And that is out of play. Fastball is outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count is 2-2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Bradish back to work. This to third, and a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. Here's a high chopper. Molitor handles, throws to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Jose Altuve up to hit here. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. A gigantic blast. And they add to their lead. It's 3-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
One down. And now Ricky Henderson, 1 for 2. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond, 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Willie Stargell.
Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Willie Stargell. First pitch misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And another ball.
No strike.
Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
Misses inside. 3-0. Ken Griffey Jr. up next for the Rays. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're at the top of the 5th. And there's a strike.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So up next, Ken Griffey Jr. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. There's the strike. Some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Jason Foley up and throwing. Romero warming up as well. Stargell leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Ball 1.
Squirts away a little bit. That one ripped. Pulls it in on the warning track. Solo homer extends the lead for Tampa Bay. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Benji Molina. Fastball for a strike.
Well, these Rangers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
On the ground, right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Left field. Henderson sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And that ends the inning. Taking over on the mound for the Rangers, Jason Foley. Mike Schmidt digs in now. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And a foul ball.
He's an intimidating presence in the batter's box. I mean, even when he's swinging and missing, I still don't know how confident pitchers are that, hey, when he walks to the plate, this guy's an out. I know there have been some tough times, but I think each pitcher knows that, yeah, I could be the guy where he gets everything right and he hits it 500 feet.
No doubt.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
It was a healthy cut, but the same can't be said for the contact. He got just enough of the ball to put it in play, and that's all he needed. Tough play for the defense on what was kind of a swinging bunt.
Man at first, nobody out. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Salvador Perez.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Close one. Doesn't get the call. 1-0. Bullpen action for the Rangers. Scott Efros preparing to come on if needed. Nobody out. Runner at first. There's a sinker at the knees for a strike.
1-1.
On the ground. Off balance feet. There's one. Relay to first. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Gaylord Perry. 0 for 2 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Hit in the air, right field. Judge makes the grab, and that'll do it. So it's no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 2, 3, 4, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. Rays 3, and the Rangers 1. Back at Globe Life Field, bottom of the 6th. Now it's the second baseman, Ricky Weeks. Swinging a foul straight back. connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Away, away, away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play. And that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
Here's the third baseman, Paul Molitor. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
The Rays up by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's through there for a strike. 0-2. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor sends it across to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
Here comes Aaron Judge. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And first offering is fouled off.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Altuve slings to first. Judge out on the play. Rangers go down in order. Nothing doing for the Rangers. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Now pitching.
Scott Efros gets handed the rock out of the pen.
57.
Bo Jackson getting ready to hit. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Jose Altuve. He's already homered here in this one. And a strike.
0-1's the count.
Efros, in his 4th year, he features a slider, a sinker, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Jackson gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now a check swing, but he held up.
1-1.
Move to first, and he's back in safely. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Henderson in the box now. No balls and a strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
And now the first baseman, Willie Stargell. Pitch is in there. 0-1. Two outs. There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike.
He's
safe at second, and that was not close. Two outs and one in scoring position. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. One left for Tampa, but they still lead it 3-1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The first baseman, Kobe.
And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Perry ready to fire now. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one's back. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Here's the left fielder, Moses Lewis. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Pitch in the dirt. Ball 1.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Next offering in there for a strike. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
So next to hit for Texas, Preston Wilson. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning alive.
The catcher, number 1, Benji Molina.
Up next for the Rangers, Benji Molina, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that one missing low.
1-0.
With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Next pitch is outside.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
There's the strike up high, and it's 2-1 now. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Tag save. The throw from Perez too late. Runner at second, 2 down. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
A discussion happening at home plate now, and I think they're making a double switch. Jojo Romero on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup with the double switch here. John Sherman, he'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup.
Now pitching and batting up.
Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Sherman.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Junior checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing. Swing and a miss and a slider.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Fastball right back to the mound. First out in the top of the 8th.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Now the third baseman, Mike Schmidt. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Dylan Lee getting loose out there. Maton also throwing. One down, base is empty. Outside. 1-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 down.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. First offering misses badly for ball 1. And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes. That's ball 3.
Francisco Lindor next to bat for Tampa. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. And now 3-1. On the ground to short. Tosses to first. And they get Perez for the out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they make short work of them there. Last half of the 8th coming up. Rays 3 and the Rangers 1. And we're back on to the bottom of the 8th. Now the catcher for the Rangers, John Sherman. Perry back to work. Out to short, Lindor. Tosses across to first. And a quick out, number 1.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Now it's the shortstop, Michael Young. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Out to center. Junior makes the play, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Rangers, the second baseman,
Ricky Weeks, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2. Up the middle, finds its way through, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Stargell, he takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for Texas, and they still trail it here 3-1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Phil Maton.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. And that one almost hit him. Some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Sandy Alcantara getting ready to go. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. And the leadoff man aboard. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Rays, Raul Ibanez.
And he's got a little pop in his bat, Boog. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
That clips the corner. That one in the dirt, and it's 1-1. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. And they add a couple more. It's 5-1.
It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
And now the right fielder, Bo Jackson. He's got some power, no doubt. And first offering is fouled off.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here at the top of the ninth.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
On the ground to third. Jump throw. And they get the out.
The second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve next to hit for the Rays. He's already homered in this game. Right through there for a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. Next offering is fouled back. Got it. 2 out.
Well, I'd say he pretty much had to offer at that one. You don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands. Even though it ended up outside the zone, it still was close enough to where it looked like it could drop down right on that corner and get the call. Last thing you want to do is get punched out by the umpire knowing you could have at least fouled the pitch off and kept the at-bat going.
Henderson stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Next offering is in for a strike. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That's outside, and the count's full. Willie Stargell up next for the Rays. Three-two. Grounds one to short. Sneaks through, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
So 2 down. Willie Stargell will hit next. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
And the 0-1. Way inside. That one down the line and foul ball. Henderson at second with 2 down. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 5-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, David Robertson.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. 1 for 3. And Judge takes a strike. High fly ball down the left field line. Henderson moves under it. Makes the catch for the out. 1 away.
The first baseman, number 25.
Jim Thome digs in now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And that drops in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Missing inside, 2-2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Ground ball left side into the outfield, base hit.
Now batting, the left fielder, Moses.
So digging in, Moses Lewis. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. In there at the knees, and it's 0-1. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
The center fielder, number 24,
Preston Wilson stepping in for the Rangers.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. 2 on, 1 out.
2 balls.
In the dirt, and as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense. And that one wrapped foul. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Line drive. And Ricky Henderson the grab.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Jose Abreu.
Pretty surprised they're going with a pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
And a slider misses down and away. The 1-0. There's a swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. One run across. Relay to second, but he's in there easily. Across is the runner from first. And now just a 2-run deficit.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
So next to hit for Texas, John Sherman. And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Mason Miller. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season.
Mason Miller.
On the corner for a strike. 0-1. In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. One strike away. In the air out to center. And it drops in. Here comes the throw. Tag. Got him. And that's the ball game.
Well, a 4-pitch save. He was just starting to get comfortable out there after throwing a lot of pitches in the bullpen in this one. But a nice job of attacking the hitters, being very efficient. And this is what you want to do. You want to come in and you want to close things out as quickly as possible.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The national spotlight is on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Texas Rangers. Well, Singy, all eyes on him today after his incredible performance in the last one.
Yeah, Boog, that was one of the best hitting displays I've seen in a while. My man was in the zone. If he's able to carry that momentum over to today, we're in for a show on MLB The Show.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Kevin Gausman. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, last year, kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
The 1-0. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Touches down. That's a hit.
The second baseman.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. That one catches the corner for a strike. Gausman, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Jackson aboard here at first with nobody out. Runner on the move. Ball outside. Throw save. That's a stolen base. Next offering is fouled back. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the third and final game of the series. And delivers outside.
2-2.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ricky Henderson next to hit for the Rays. First pitch just misses.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Fastball in for a strike, and now it's even 1-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Man at second.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Foul ball there. One out and a runner at second. Gausman throws over and he dives back in safely. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Snags it for the second out.
The first baseman, number 8.
All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Francisco Lindor.
Well, last year had over 90 RBIs, fell short of that 100 benchmark milestone, but you know he's got motivation to come out this year and reach that number. He's just a quality hitter, sound mechanics, and look for him to be a big run producer in this lineup.
Willie Stargell in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Two outs and one in scoring position. Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time. That one not close, and it's 1-2. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. It's going to fall for a hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Wide throw, and it gets away.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
So up next, Ken Griffey Jr. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Backed off the plate that time.
1-0. Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a ball.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Mike Schmidt now at the plate. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. That one a little bit high, and that is ball 1.
No strike.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
2 on, 2 outs.
Ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And down on strikes he goes. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back in Arlington. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Patrick Corbin. What do you have on him, Chris?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
We go to the bottom of the first, and now Michael Young. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Fouled off left side.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Next pitch is downstairs. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Good eye in that spot.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
And now it's 3-2. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Takes it himself.
He's out.
One gone, bottom half of the first. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Jose Abreu up to hit. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
This one lifted in the air, left field. And Ricky Henderson the grab.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That one is absolutely belted. And no one can get there. Around first, heading for two. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Aaron Judge stepping in for the Rangers. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
Molitor on at second with 2 down. On the outside corner, and it's 1-1.
No.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Judge rips that one, and there's a hit coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Tag, safe at home. It's 1-1.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Elliot Ramos. That's a hit. And now 2 aboard.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
First and second, 2 outs. Lewis getting ready to hit. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Two outs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. And he gets him. Nicely done. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. All even at 1 apiece. We head to the second in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Gosman back to work. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Ramos makes the grab on the run.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. One down, base is empty. That's a hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Man at first with one gone. Patrick Corbin next to hit for the Rays. Swing and a ball lifted left field. He's got it, and there's two away.
Now batting, right fielder, Bo Jackson.
Next to hit, Bo Jackson. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Now to the bottom of the second. All tied 1-1. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the second baseman, Ricky Weeks. That's hard hit on the line. And there's one down.
Clearly ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a bullet, and it just is one of those bad luck ABs.
Next up for Texas, Benji Molina.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. The throw is late, and they don't get the out.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
One gone, runner at first. And now the veteran pitcher, Kevin Gosman. Puts a bunt down. Stargell. Lindor, that's one. Back to first, not in time.
Sometimes getting down a good bunt can just be so difficult right there. You admire the pitcher for putting it down in play, but just a little too hard at the first baseman. You don't see that defensive play very often, so you got to tip your cap to the defense.
So digging in, Michael Young. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two outs. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Junior makes the catch, and that's the inning. Rangers leave one. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back at Globe Life Field. New inning getting started. Jose Altuve up to hit here. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Kicks and deals. Hit in the air, center field. Lyle on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One up, one down. Ricky Henderson will hit next. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And a swing and a miss there.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just gotta have to tip your cap on that hit.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 strikes.
And he asks for time before the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. On to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Willie Stargell digs in now. RBI single his last time up. A sliding stop at short to first. Nicely done for the out. Down in order go the Rays. Still tied 1-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Okay, I'll bring you.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Paul.
Here's the third baseman, Paul Molitor. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. To first, maybe a 2-ball. Lindor, that's 1. And that's 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. And that's in there for strike 1. Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a chopper out to short. Throw over to Stargell. Judge out on the play. And that is the inning. Rangers go down quickly there. Score remains tied 1-1. And we're back. Now it's the power speed combo. Ken Griffey Jr. Jr., 27 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP.
Well, these Rays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to. Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here's a big power threat. Mike Schmidt struck out looking his first time. On the ground, could be two. To second, there's one. On to Jose Abreu. That's two.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Salvador Perez. Fly to left his first time. Upstairs. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Snags it on the run. And that is that. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. On now to the bottom of the fourth. All tied 1-1. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
One strike.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And now the center fielder, Moses Lewis. And that one fouled off.
This kid's power really stands out. Even though he's a top prospect, I still thought it was going to take time before he started to hit bombs, but I was wrong. I didn't think he'd be able to adjust this quickly. With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swung on, belted. Could be extra bases. Junior gets it back in quickly, and 2 on now as they try to rally here.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Standing in is the power hitting second base. Baseman Ricky Weeks. Ripped to short. Lindor on to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Benji Molina stepping in for the Rangers. Reached on an infield single his first time. And a foul ball. Runner at second here, one gone. Out in front and foul to the left side. On a line out towards center. Junior pulls that one down, and there's two down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And next is the Rangers pitcher, Kevin Gausman. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. On the ground, right side. Throws to first.
He's out.
And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Rangers 2, the Rays 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Gausman back to work.
Ball.
Outside.
Well, these Rays just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Next pitch misses outside, and that's ball 3. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction. Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
0-2.
In the air, right side of the infield. Abreu under it. Puts it away for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Bo Jackson. 1 for 2. There's your strike.
0-1.
And that one is in the dirt. And 1-1. On the ground to third, might be 2. Fired to second. On to Jose Abreu. That's 2.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now it's the Rangers leadoff hitter, Michael Young. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, these Rangers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
Got him swinging. Now 1 away.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
Abreu in the box with one away as he takes ball one.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That one missed. One out, base is empty.
Ball three.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And there's a foul ball. That's a walk.
That's a ball.
Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find his zone.
Now batting the third baseman,
Paul Molitor stepping in for the Rangers. That's too low. 1-0. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. In the dirt, but kept close. He's in there. And now a man into scoring position. That one fouled off. 2-2. One out, the runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you. Just got to battle.
Here is Aaron Judge. And Judge takes a strike. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. That one ripped, but foul. And ball one.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Just off the outside edge. And the count is even, 2-2. Got him swinging. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Ramos now at the plate. He's 2 for 2. In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
In the air, left side. And Ricky Henderson the grab. That is the inning. Rangers leave a pair as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back in Arlington, top 6. And the batter now, Jose Altuve. Right through there for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split-finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Ricky Henderson getting ready to hit. That one outside, and it's 1-0. Rays down by a run. And the next pitch is way outside.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Next offering is downstairs.
3 balls, no strikes.
And there's the automatic.
Taking all the way on 3-0 right there. And as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Next to bat will be the Rays 4-hitter, Willie Stargell. Gausman throws over. Ricky dives back in. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Ricky on the move. Pitch is high. Safe at second with a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing, and he popped it up. Weeks. Brings it in. 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Ken Griffey Jr. And fouled off. With the tying run at second, and we're the top half of the 6th. Now he steps out as time is granted. Swing at a high fly ball, well struck. That one back. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Around from second is the tying run.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So up next, Mike Schmidt. This guy with light tower power. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Activity in the bullpen. Porter Hodge up and loosening in the pen. Maton getting cranked up as well. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that one becomes property of the beast. A two-run blast. And they lead it. It's 4-2.
Nothing better than hitting a home run to put your team out in front. He's enjoying a fun trip around the bases. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And the Rangers manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Kevin Gausman makes way, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point and will come back with a new arm. A new pitcher in the game, Dylan Lee.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Splits the plate, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Two outs, base is empty. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's the third out. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. At the plate, Moses Lewis. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Next offering is down low. Ball one. And that one fouled off. Next offering misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. cut on and miss, struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Up next for the Rangers, Ricky Weeks. That's a slider for a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
He'll do it himself. And that quickly, 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here's the catcher, Benji Molina.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Right side, hard hit. He takes it on his own. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're through 6 full. It's the Rays 4 and the Rangers 2. Back at Globe Life Field, top of inning number 7, and stepping in for the Rays, Francisco Lindor. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Lee goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup. To the left side, but it is well foul. Out to short. Young. Throws across the diamond. Lindor retired.
Oh, I believe we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Patrick Corbin next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 2 in this one. Line drive. Makes the grab for the second out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 down, bases empty. Bo Jackson next to hit for the Rays. 1 for 3. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. And a ball evens the count. Out there to center. And it drops in. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Altuve. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. It's 5-2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
2 outs, runner at first. Now the left fielder, Ricky Henderson. And that's way high. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Two outs.
Hey.
And foul ball. Altuve, the runner at first with 2 gone. In the air, left field. Squeezes it, and that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 5-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Preston Wilson.
And he's got a little pop in his bat, Boog. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
There's the strike. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-1.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Ground ball up the middle. Altuve handles it, whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air, get his shoulders turned, and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. One down. And the batter now, Jose Abreu. And now Kevin Cash out of the dugout and ready to make a move to the bullpen. David Robertson gets the ball now.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
That is upstairs for ball 1.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Robertson winds and deals. And downstairs. That one misses, and it's 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out. Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Molitor up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
1-0.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Tying run at the plate. This to center field. Junior makes a nice running catch.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Critical at bat coming up, and in steps Aaron Judge.
You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
The tying run at the plate. Fought off foul. This one in the dirt. Throws, save, and both runners move up on the wild pitch.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Two on, two outs. Hit on the ground to short. Throw over to Stargell. Judge out on the play. And that is that. So a job well done by the Rays bullpen. Eighth inning coming up. It's the Rays 5 and the Rangers 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. JoJo Romero. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Willie Stargell digs in now.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Check swing, no appeal.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's
2-2.
outside. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Catcher has it, fires to first.
He's out.
In time to get him, 1 away in the strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Ken Griffey Jr. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. He swings and fouls one off. Here's the 0-2. In the air, right side, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
So digging in, Mike Schmidt back in the 6th. He drove a 2-run shot out of here to help them get the lead they're working with.
Yeah, definitely one of the bigger moments in this game so far, and it could be one we look back on when this game is over as well.
Now snap throw to first. And he dives back in safely. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. Here comes Junior around third. He will score.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Salvador Perez. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. That's in there. It's 0-1. Now a screamer into the outfield. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop,
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
And that's in for a strike. And look out as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So now a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Mark McGwire, looking for a big hit with 2 out, runners at first and second. Foul ball. The 0-1. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Judge going back on it. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Rays get an RBI double. It's now 6-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Blake Trinan. And here is Elliot Ramos. The Rangers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And there's a rocket into the outfield, and that's going to kick into the corner. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, safe, and that's his 3rd hit.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Moses Lewis stepping in for the Rangers. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And he can't come up with it. And now runners at the corners. Out. Nobody out. Altuve slings to first. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out. So next to hit for Texas, Ricky Weeks.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
One away with a runner at third. Back to the mound. That's a base hit. Run scores. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Benji Molina. Out towards right center field. On the move to the alley. He makes the grab. 2 away now.
Now batting, the pitcher, JoJo.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Jim Thome.
Pretty surprised they're going with a pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Blake Trinan won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Aroldis Chapman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
Weeks off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 6-3. The 9th inning is next on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Porter Hodge.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So back to the top of the order. Stepping in, Bo Jackson. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. This one in the air. Abreu drifts towards it. And out number 1 on the grab.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
And now, Jose Altuve. Right through there for a strike. Bullpen action for the Rangers. Jason Foley, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Efros also getting ready. One down, base is empty. Now 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. The 1-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Judge getting an angle on it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting.
So up next, Ricky Henderson.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
And the pitch is outside. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And another ball.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
That one missed. Now 3-0. Willie Stargell next to bat for Tampa. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Man at first. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Willie Stargell. First pitch, not close.
The 2-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
2-0.
Pitch out, but no action. Ricky runs. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Runner at second. 2 down. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Well, I think that one of the things that we've seen is that neutralizing the running game is as much to do with going with the slide step that a good majority of the pitchers have, and nobody wants to give a free ball to the hitter. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that's in the dirt. Oh, and he hit him.
That hit him. First base.
2 outs, bases full. Schmidt will hit next. He's already homered here in this one.
Well, no better night than Sunday night when everyone is watching. You break out, you just let them know that you haven't gone anywhere.
First pitch misses.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
Next offering upstairs.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That is ball 4, and that'll bring home a run.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
So bases all loaded up. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Stargell at third. Junior over at second. Schmidt at first. 2 out of the inning.
Ball. 2 balls.
Well, there's nowhere to
No
put him,
strike.
so I'm a little surprised we've seen all off-speed stuff so far. Going to have to challenge him at some point in the zone.
That's in there. Strike 1. And there's a ball.
3-1.
Francisco Lindor up next for the Rays. Two outs. That to right. Judge snags it, and that'll do it. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order, due up. It's the Rays 7 and the Rangers 3. And we're back. So bottom of the ninth. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Michael Young. Not even close there. And that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Abreu, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Clips the corner, and it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Ball 1 there.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And that's outside. Now 2-2. Just missed.
Full count.
The Rangers down by 4. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Paul Molitor.
Last chance now for the Rangers. Down the third baseman, Paul Molitor. That one missed. A little bit low. Now 2-0. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. The Rangers down to their final strike. Ripped into right center. Base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's Aaron Judge at the dish. His 2024 season, ridiculous. He became the first player in 20 years to finish with a slugging percentage over 700.
Yeah, the last American League player to slug 700 was Mark McGwire, and Judge was the first Yankee to do it since Mickey Mantle.
And that one is downstairs, and that's ball 1. They're down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, this is the perfect way to finish up a road trip, a sweep in this series before heading back home. This is a team that's got things rolling, and when you get it rolling on the road, you want to make sure when you go back home you keep it rolling.
7-3 is how this one ends. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week.